Chicken wings aren't just food. They're a lifestyle. But let's be real, not every chain out there deserves your money. Some are guilty pleasures, others are total disasters, and a few will make you rethink what great wings can be. I went on a mission, hitting 15 of the most popular spots across America, and ranked them from worst to best. Buckle up, because this list has some shockers. And trust me, your favorite place might not land where you expect. Let's start at the bottom of the barrel. Number 15. Little Caesars. Little Caesars is known for cheap, fast pizza, but their wings are a whole different story, and not in a good way. The first thing you notice is the look. They're dark, almost like they should be bursting with flavor. But when you bite in, reality hits hard. The skin is rubbery, the meat is dry, and it feels like they've been sitting under a lamp for hours. Worst of all, they weren't even hot. Room temperature wings should be a crime. What makes this worse is that Little Caesars nails affordable pizza for what it is. So you'd think they'd carry that over to their wings. Nope. These were chewy, bland, and straight up sad. If you're already ordering pizza here, fine, but skip the wings. Save yourself the disappointment and maybe grab an extra crazy bread instead. Number 14. Buffalo Wild Wings. This one hurts. Wings are their entire brand, and yet the plain ones fall flat. The meat inside wasn't terrible, it stayed juicy, but the outside? Dry, chewy skin that doesn't have that crave-worthy crunch. They feel like wings built only to hold sauce, not to stand on their own. And sure, you get carrots and celery with your order, but let's be honest, if the veggies are the best part, something went wrong. Without sauce, these are lifeless. With sauce, they work. But today's list is about wings that can survive without being drowned in flavor. B-dubs just doesn't deliver here. And for a place with wings in the name, that's a huge letdown. Number 13. Papa John's. Now, Papa John's wings are a slight step up from the disasters we just covered. They look decent at first glance, with a deep golden color that makes you hopeful. The meat has more chicken flavor than Little Caesars, and they're definitely juicier. But once again, texture ruins the experience. The skin is limp, the seasoning is practically non-existent, and there's nothing memorable about them. No crunch, no kick, just wings that taste like an afterthought to the pizza. If you're low-carb and skipping the crust, maybe they'll do the job. But let's be real. There are way better options out there, even among other pizza chains. At best, Papa John's wings are not bad, but never something you'd actually crave. Number 12. Domino's. Domino's has really stepped up their pizza game in the last decade, but when it comes to wings, they're still stuck in the past. The first impression isn't awful. They look glossy, with a sheen that suggests some flavor. But bite in, and it's mostly disappointment. The wings are small, and while the meat is tender, the skin is a soggy mess. It's like they skipped the fryer entirely and went straight to baking. Baking works for pizza, not so much for wings. You'll find yourself reaching for ranch or hot sauce, just to mask the blandness. The frustrating part is that Domino's could easily make these better if they crisped them up. Instead, what you get feels like an afterthought, thrown into the menu so they can say they have wings. If wings are your craving, order elsewhere. Number 11. Checkers and Rallies. Checkers, or Rallies depending on where you live, is one of those spots you hit late at night when everything else is closed, and their wings fit that vibe perfectly. Fast, greasy, and a little guilty. Flavor-wise, they're surprisingly decent. The wings are well seasoned, with a salty, peppery kick that pairs perfectly with their fries. But there's a trade-off. The skin is often soft instead of crispy, and the quality can swing wildly depending on the location. Some nights, they hit the spot. Other nights, you're stuck with chewy, greasy wings that make you question your decisions. They're not terrible, but they're not reliable either. If you're already at Checkers for the fries or a late-night burger, grab the wings as a side. Just don't expect them to blow you away. Number 10. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is another pizza chain that's been trying to win over wing fans, and honestly, they land a little higher than Domino's and Papa John's. Their breaded wings come out with a crispy coating that gives you that satisfying crunch on the first bite. The meat inside is juicy, and the seasoning has more depth than most pizza places. But here's the catch. The quality really depends on how fresh your order is. When they're fresh out of the oven, they're solid. But if they sit for even 10 minutes, that crispness disappears, and you're left with something soft and greasy. Still, Pizza Hut deserves credit for putting more effort into wings than their competitors. Are they great? No. But compared to the disasters further down this list, Pizza Hut earns a respectable middle spot. Number 9. Hooters. Hooters built its entire identity around wings, so expectations are sky high. And to be fair, they deliver in some ways. The wings come out with that signature golden fry, and they're served piping hot, already a huge step up from most pizza chains. The meat is tender, the skin has crunch, and they've got a nostalgic charm. But here's the problem. Hooters' wings aren't consistent. Some batches are amazing. Others feel like they've been sitting too long before hitting your table. And while their sauce game is strong, with lots of variety, the plain wings themselves don't really shine without help. You can taste that they're designed to be vehicles for sauce, not standalone winners. Still, they're leagues better than the bottom feeders on this list. If you want a classic wing night vibe with friends, Hooters is worth it. Just don't expect the best wings you've ever had. Number 8. KFC. KFC is the king of fried chicken buckets, so naturally you'd think they'd dominate when it comes to wings. And they kind of do, but with caveats. The breading is everything you expect from KFC. Crispy, golden, and packed with that secret blend of herbs and spices. The flavor is bold, the crunch is addictive, and the meat is juicy when it's fresh. But wings are harder to get right than thighs or drumsticks, and KFC's can sometimes be overly greasy. The skin doesn't always stay crisp if you're eating them at home instead of in the restaurant. Still, for fast food, these wings are a strong contender. They're comfort food, plain and simple. Not gourmet, not refined, but finger-licking good in that messy, nostalgic way. Number 7. Wing Street. Wing Street might fly under the radar for some people since it's part of Pizza Hut, but they've carved out their own identity in the wing world. The wings here are definitely a step up from Pizza Hut's standard batch. They come bone-in or boneless, with a good range of sauces, but the highlight is the crisp. Unlike most pizza places, Wing Street actually puts effort into making wings that have texture. The skin is nicely seared, the meat is juicy, and they don't taste like an afterthought to the pizza menu. That said, they're still not on the same level as dedicated wing chains. The portion sizes are smaller, and the flavor can be a little one-note if you skip the sauces. But overall, Wing Street surprises you with a solid performance. It's the kind of spot where you think, wow, these are way better than I expected. Number 6. Hurricane Grill and Wings. Hurricane Grill and Wings is one of those places that doesn't always make the big chain lists, but if you've tried them, you know why they're ranked this high. Their wings are hefty, meaty, and cooked to order, which makes a world of difference. They don't skimp on size, and that satisfying crunch on the outside matches perfectly with the juicy inside. What really puts them over the edge is their sauce variety. We're talking over 30 different flavors ranging from mild citrusy blends to straight-up fiery heat. Unlike other chains where the sauce feels like a generic add-on, Hurricane makes each flavor unique and memorable. The only knock? Service and quality can depend on the specific location, but when they're on their game, these wings are easily some of the best in the casual dining world. Number 5. Zaxby's. Zaxby's is a southern favorite, and for good reason. Their wings pack a punch. They strike a great balance between crispiness and tenderness, and they never feel like cheap afterthoughts. What makes Zaxby's stand out is the seasoning on the breading. It's bold, peppery, and flavorful even before you dip into sauces. Speaking of sauces, their Zax sauce is legendary, tangy, creamy, and perfect for wings. The only downside is portion size. For the price, you don't always get as many wings as you'd hope, especially if you're sharing. But in terms of quality, Zaxby's consistently hits above its weight class. If you want fast food wings that feel like they belong in a sit-down restaurant, this is the place. Number 4. Wingstop. Now we're entering heavy hitter territory. Wingstop is basically built around wings, so it's no surprise they're near the top of the list. The wings here are exactly what you want: crispy skin, tender meat, and bursting with flavor. But the real stars are the sauces and rubs. From the buttery, tangy lemon pepper to the sweet heat of mango habanero, Wingstop has mastered the art of variety without sacrificing quality. Every bite feels intentional, like they actually care about wings instead of just throwing them on the menu. The only drawback? Sometimes the smaller wings feel more like snacks than a meal. Still, Wingstop sets the standard for chain wings and earns its place in the top tier. Number 3. Smoky Bones. Smoky Bones is a gem for anyone who craves smoky, flavorful wings in a relaxed, rustic setting. Their wings are slow-smoked before being tossed in sauces, which gives them an extra depth of flavor that's hard to beat. From the sweet and tangy Carolina Gold to the bold Buffalo Heat, every bite packs a punch, and the texture is always just right. Crispy on the outside, juicy inside. Beyond wings, the menu is packed with hearty sides like loaded fries, cornbread, and coleslaw, making it a full-on comfort food experience. The atmosphere is casual and friendly, perfect for hanging out with friends or enjoying a laid-back meal with family. For those who value flavor, variety, and a little smoky kick, Smoky Bones delivers on all fronts without compromising quality. Number 2. Pluckers Wing Bar. Pluckers is a cult favorite, especially down in Texas, and once you've tried it, you'll understand why. Their wings are massive, way meatier than most chains, and the crisp is exactly what wing lovers crave. Each bite gives you that golden crunch followed by juicy, flavorful chicken. Pluckers also has some of the most unique sauces in the game, like Dr. Pepper and Spicy Ranch, which you won't find anywhere else. The vibe of the restaurant adds to the experience too: casual, lively, and unapologetically built for wing fanatics. They don't cut corners, and it shows. If Pluckers was nationwide, there's a good chance they'd be number 1 on this list. For now, they take the silver medal, and it's a well-deserved one. Number 1. Anchor Bar. You can't make a list of the best wings without honoring where it all started: Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York, the birthplace of the buffalo wing. These aren't just good wings, they're historic. Anchor Bar nails that perfect balance of crispy skin and juicy meat, tossed in the original tangy, buttery buffalo sauce recipe that started it all. Eating here feels less like fast food and more like taking part in tradition. Sure, some chains have flashier sauces or bigger wings, but Anchor Bar delivers authenticity in every bite. The flavor is bold, the texture is spot on, and you're literally eating a piece of food history. That's why, even with all the competition, Anchor Bar rightfully claims the #1 spot. And there you have it, the ultimate ranking of fast food and chain restaurant wings, from the ones you should probably skip to the legends that set the bar. Wings are simple food, but when they're done right, they're unforgettable. So whether you're grabbing a late-night box from Checkers or sitting down at Anchor Bar for the original buffalo wing experience, now you know exactly what to expect. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more lists like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments where you think the best wings come from.